Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Master Bachelor 101. Once again, I'm here to give you a great video. I posted a video yesterday, but I hope you guys watch it. I remember for the past few days I've been going alerts and my watch list, and I hope everyone been watching and paying attention to that and was able to make money. As you can tell, this week I was able to make 16,000% of my portfolio, which is a good money. But the thing is, I want to go even further for next week. So guys, I advise you to follow my next video for the past few days, for next few days as well, so you can watch how US stock is moving up, which was moving down. As you know, we are on inflation. Inflation's high is 8.6, but right now because of inflation, a lot of the market is red, and also is a opportunity for you to be making money on short, and depend on the day, but you gotta know which time to go in and which parties go out.
Consumer price index data shows inflation is up 8.6% over the last year, the highest rate in 40 years. Meanwhile, gas price.
So you remember yesterday I said everything above 8 is a bad news, and I said a lot of people is gonna be, some people say 8.5. I would say the inflation feel like it's 17%, but they keep adding 8.5, 8.6. Imagine the gas price went from $3 a gallon, and right now go to $6, and by next week it's gonna go even higher, probably to $7, and you tell me it's only 8.6. I think someone made up the numbers to not go promote people to the panic more, because if the inflation was above 10 right now, it's gonna be even worse. So they're trying to make people a little bit confident, so they're trying to make like a little narrow, like 8, around 8, but don't say 9 or 950. That's 8.6, because people expecting 8.5 or higher, so they put 8.6. so it's still high. As you can see, the market we are very badly today. I can see the this bloody is gonna be red today. I mentioned that yesterday before the market open. On my watch list, you can watch it on my watch list if you're interested. Let's see what else.
Prices are getting closer to a national average of $5 a gallon, very nearly there. ABC News business reporter Alexis Christophorus joins me live now for more on this. Alexis, what do these numbers tell you about?
So here's the thing: if the gas prices average $5, that means some other places they are $10. In New York City right now, some gases are $7, depending on which pump you go to. Some of them go $6, but the average on New York City is $6, but depending where you live. And the thing is, when the inflation highlight that, the gas price is gonna be even higher, especially vacation, and a lot of people traveling, a lot of people gonna use their car and stuff like that. So basically that's why you see the gas price be going up. And on top of that, because also of war between Russia and Ukraine, and it's gonna be even crazier. And right now there's a speculation that said Taiwan and China gonna go at it. China want to invade Taiwan, so it's getting another war at the surface. So right now the economy of China is booming, so they're trying to get the money straight to attack Taiwan, and the economy of USA is in crack right now, down, and then there's not anything you can do to fix it, and China goes there to fight Taiwan. So United States won't have any more money to fight to stand against the Chinese people in Taiwan. So it's a win-win for China. He's gonna have the money, he's got the power. Now United States is gonna be very weak, even though he has allies, but United States is gonna be very bad, especially if we battle with 8.6 CPI, which it feels like 7, it's not 20, but again, it's missing.
About this inflation crisis that we're facing.
You know, you and I were talking about this last month, and we were saying, oh, maybe inflation peaked. Clearly, it has not. If you look at today's report, inflation up 1% month over month, 8.6% year over year. The big culprit, you talked about it, gas prices now flirting with $5 a gallon, which tells us that even in the month of June, inflation is still going to hang out at not just a 40-year high. We're now at a fresh 41-year high. In addition.
Well, back in the day, also in the 40 years out, there's a system that's had to fight inflation on that time. 40 was in 1981, 1982. So they have a type of kind to sorry about that. They have a system to fight the inflation, but now on after the Reagan, they come with a law that strategy to get rid of that system. Now they cannot really fight the inflation coming in. I think the best way they can do is hike it. So basically, if they hike it from 0.25 to 0.75, if they hike it from 1 point or 2 point, even though the market might be reacted badly, but at least then be at least for a month or 3 months, the market can be stable and then go back after that with a booming situation. But they're trying to not make people panic and then bust the bubble even bigger every time they print more money, and then do not hike it as accordingly supposed to hike it. So that's another part. And also they say they can be transitionary. At this point it's not transitionary. You say you can see that it's here to stay, for example, for 3 months, 6 months, probably a year. And guys, you can be the judge of that. But for myself, I think it's gonna be at it for 3 months, and if some is gonna be like that until September. September is the time, like I said in my group chat on Discord, is the time they're gonna try to boom the economy. So because the election is gonna be November, so you guys gonna forget about the bad summer. You have the worst winter you have, but for the spring, for the fall, but you're gonna have a booming economy in September for November for them to be re-elected. So that's their plan.
In addition to gas prices, food, broad-based, not just meat anymore. Started out with meat being the higher prices. Now it's food across the board going up, and rent as well. So it's all of the essentials continuing to move upward, Diane.
So what's driving this, and when white meat...
Again, people have to think, if the supply chain has issue, there's a harder time for it to get the food. Everything gonna go higher, but the transportation is not even fast, not even slowly like it used to. So basically everyone gonna increase their prices because it's a lot of demand, and that's what happened, and they are entitled to do that. That's how the economy works, that's how business works. And they fix the supply chain, everything's, a lot of things gonna go down, but they're not willing to just stay there and then just cross their hands and then just sit back and then watch everything goes down. That's what I have a problem with.
Might we see this level off?
That's what we're just looking for, a little relief. And it's still the same culprits sort of forming this perfect storm for higher prices. A big problem we're having right now is the tight labor market. We don't have enough workers to fill the jobs that are out there. That's pushing wages up, and it's very, very inflated.
So that's like, we have enough workers out there, but the thing is they have so many rules on the workforce right now, and especially they demand like for the job more women has to be hired, and more women are not willing to work, and most women has OnlyFans, so basically they're not really qualified for the work. And most of the men also, they're not really looking for a job because most of them are trading and stuff like that. So that's another reason why you see the distraction between the labor forces and the inflation. That's a correlation. The men that doesn't want to do the labor forces because they're willing to hire women, and women doesn't want to go to the labor forces because they feel like they can do it at home, for example OnlyFans, stuff like that. So that's it, backfire on every level.
Inflationary. We have the ongoing war in Ukraine hurting gas prices, but now also possibly threatening a world food crisis. We've got COVID lockdowns in parts of Asia. That's putting more stress on the supply chains. So a number of things adding to the pressure, including the Federal Reserve, which, by the way, today's report basically guarantees the Fed will continue to be aggressive with hiking interest rates. We're looking at a half-point increase actually next week when they meet, another one in July, and now probably all the way through September as they try to rein in inflation.
So basically this is what she says. She says like since the economy is bad, the Fed has to be faster in the hiking, so basically we have a relief. But here's the other part as well. Where is that all that money coming from? We're gonna print money. The more money you print to fight inflation, the more bubble you created. So this is where it's a repeat. So somebody has to start printing money that we don't have out of thin air.
The Fed has raised rates. The Biden administration has tried a few things to try to help pricing with oil, for example, tapping into the strategic oil reserves. Are there more tools in the toolbox here? What more can be done?
We're running out, and in many ways, this might just have to play out through the economy. And we're going to start to see, we're already starting to see a consumer behavior changing. And now we're moving to buying different things. We're looking at needs versus wants. Some of those services like air travel might start to pull back.
So basically, what about the baby formula? Is that needs or want? because now it's the first time in United States after a lot of years you guys are waiting for another country to provide you baby formula. Is that because of inflation as well, or something? It looked like something was planned, really planned ahead for the population, for the country to be on that level. And I don't think we on the end of the stick yet. I think we're in the middle of it. We are deep down into it. There's 2 more steps to it to be worse. I think July and August gonna be the worst, so we just beginning of the worst part. But for now, we're just a little bit closer to the really the end of the tunnel. We're gonna see.
Back. Fuel is one of the biggest costs for the airline. So the airline tickets are really expensive right now. If you haven't booked your summer trip by now, you're going to be paying quite a lot. So as people start to pull back and that demand softens as we head into the year, the hope is that inflation will start to come down.
All right, Alexis.
Plan. That's what happened. So we hope everything to go down, but they're not willing to do the work. So that's why they rely for you to plan a trip and stuff like that to go traveling right now. But the consumer and which money you're gonna buy for it to go to a vacation. Remember, if you go to a vacation, you gotta pay the place to stay. So basically, the place to stay is gonna have money, and that time away from your job, from bringing more money income. So now when you go back from vacation, you end up being broke because all that money you have you spend on vacation because of increase of food, because of the costs and everything. It's for electricity. So this is my reaction video for the inflation 8.6. I hope you guys buy SPY yesterday, and that was the video for today. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up, share to anyone that's new, subscribe and smash that button. And once again, it was Match 101. I'll see you next video. Ciao.